Hello everybody, this is Satisfair and welcome to another episode of Forge modding tutorials. Today we are going to make a custom item. So we are going to make two classes. No, I think three actually. The first being a class where we will have all our items. The next being a general item class, which will handle, well, it won't handle anything actually, it will just be there so that we don't need to type in everything. And a class for our actual item. So first, I'm just gonna go into our pre-init. That's where we are going to make all our items in this at the start, and we're gonna add what should we call the first class? I guess mod items will be the first class, and dot add item. That's what we're gonna call the method that we are going to have inside our mod items class, which we are going to make now, and we're gonna put it inside the package called item and hit finish. Now inside here we are going to have a public void, actually a public static void called add items. This don't have any parameters whatsoever, and everything we are going to need here is a public static item and call it a custom item, and import item by clicking Ctrl Shift O and then select the net.minecraft.item. And and inside here we just set custom item equals to new, and we are going to call it custom item. And inside here we are going to have two parameters, one integer and one string. The first is going to be the ID of the item, which will be 5000. Next is going to be a string, which is going to be our name for the textures, and we are just going to have it custom. And we set unlocalized name and call it custom. Why not? And this is going to have an error, but before we get rid of that error, we need to add a name for it. So we go well, actually I want to have a sort of class to handle it. So public static void add name and no parameters, and go language registry dot add name custom item, and the name will be custom item. And that's what we need inside there. And inside here we just have add name. And now we shouldn't have S. We don't have any errors on this because we made this method right here. Now we do have an error right here, but that we are going to fix that very quick right now. So we go to our item package, we go new class and call it item general. General. There you go. And we extend item, import that. That doesn't work. Import. No. Items. No. what is happening? Extends item. There you go, and import that. And we add a constructor. We change this by clicking Shift Alt R, which is the way you rename all that is part 1 in this class, and in different classes if it has something with this to do, and we're just going to call it ID. And we are also going to have a new string called name. And yeah, also we need a protected string called name, and we are actually going to set this, not like that, this dot name equal to name, which makes this name string variable equal to this string. And yeah, now to the method of getting the textures. So we just have a method to add the textures to this, so it will be public void register icons and icon register and curly brackets, and import icon register, and you see that this overrides a method in the item class right here, which is the method that adds an icon for your item. So that's good. And inside here we're gonna set item icon equal to icon register dot register icon, and inside here we have this reference class here with a mod ID reference string, which we are going to use in our method here. So we go reference dot mod ID, and of course this needs to import our class, reference class, and we're gonna have plus and a string with colon, and actually we are going to hit arrow inside here as well, and that will set, if it doesn't find a method like that in our more specific item class, it will just give it this picture. And I'm just going to show you what it will do without this method inside the other class. Okay, I forgot what I said. Sorry. Well, and we're just gonna have a system.out.println. You don't really need this, but I think, well, it tells you that you have an error and that it can't find a specific icon. Yeah. Yeah, that's all you need inside this class. Now, to get rid of this error here, we're just gonna have it create a new class called custom item. Not really console that. I want to call it item custom. So we hit create class, and all this makes sense, and click finish, and we're gonna make this extends item general instead of item, and this is going to give us an error because we don't have the constructor, which we need, and this has the name, as you can see, which is good. And yeah, so that's all we need actually for the item to work. Yeah, yes, so we're gonna open it up. Well, by debugging. Now it says here on at the console that it can't find error. It can't find a specific icon. That's because it doesn't find a public void register icons method in this, so it just takes it from this here because that's what it extends. And yeah, and this gives us this, but we don't have any icons, so we are going to, well, first of all, we haven't set it to a creative tab, so I'm just going to do that real quick. We go set creative tab, and inside here we have creative tabs dot tab materials, because it's going to be English, Norwegian keyboard. I have a Norwegian keyboard. Yeah, that's just going to set it in the materials creative tab. Now, as I said, it won't have an icon. It will be missing because of, well, it's because it doesn't get, we don't have a file called custom in well, anywhere actually. So we are going to give this a texture, and we do that by going into a Forge modding tutorial, and you see I have already prepared two textures for our items. So yeah, we go into Forge modding tutorial, the folder we made earlier, and go into jars, bin, and then right click Minecraft jar and open with WinRAR. And we're just gonna click there, and we go create a new folder and call it mods. Just mods, nothing more. And go inside here. We need to call it mods, by the way. Without that, it doesn't work. Now, since we set it to this, that's what the next map folder is going to be named inside here. So inside the mods folder that we just made, we're gonna make a new folder and name it the same as you had at mod ID, which is in this case Forge modding. And inside here we need another two package folders. We're gonna need one called textures, and then inside there we're gonna have another one named items. And I'll just make another one called blocks as well, because we will need that later. Now that didn't work. Why didn't that work? I guess it's just some weird stuff. It's been a bit weird today. Blocks. There you go. And inside items, we're just gonna drag these two inside here. And that does not work either, of course. Let's just do it like this again. I don't know why this is happening. It shouldn't be, but well, it works now. Okay, so now our items should have the stop sign thing. But no. What's this? A null pointer exception. What is that? Update. Okay, we try again. Console, terminate, and then try again. What? What's the error? Can't see any errors. What is this? Why are there an error? Could not find. Okay. Okay, so I just closed and opened Eclipse again, and now it works just fine. I don't know what happened, but I guess something was wrong with Eclipse. It happens sometimes, and it usually works by just exiting and opening again. And as you can see, item has this stop sign sort texture as we wanted, right? Though, well, we don't really want it to have this texture, because that's just the items that didn't work will have this texture. So we are just going to have a specific method inside here, and it's going to be the same that we added in the item general, and we're going to call it public void register icons. It needs to be named that, by the way. So icon register, and import it, and then item icon equals icon register dot register icon, and here we're going to have reference dot mod ID plus colon, just colon, plus name, and like so it will work. This will give it this name, because it takes a name here and put it inside here. No, right, and here. This gets this from this because it extends item general, like you can see here. It extends item general, and item this name is equal to this string, which we used inside here and called it custom, and that's why this will be custom, and that's what we call the picture right here, custom.png. You don't need a .png behind there. Actually, it won't work if you add it. Yeah, and if you just debug that, it should have this black stick or whatever kind of texture, and it should work. Yay! It works perfectly fine. So yeah, this has been my custom item tutorial. Hope you liked it, and I see you guys